Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today I've got a 1 versus 1 on Titanfall. Playing on the southern side as the Imperial Fist, we've got Mads number 6567. And playing on the northern side as the Raven Guard, we've got Yao. Yao will be opening up with a 10 Marine Artificer, double Primaris Scout Marines, as well as a Crow's Nest and a Plasma Generator. Whereas Number is going to go for a 10 Marine, double Siege Marines, Armory, a Hand of Dawn, as well as a Siege Generator. So it is indeed the first time we've seen the Raven Guard in a 1v1. It's quite keen to see how these guys do. Lots of sneaking about and infiltration possibilities, potential for these dudes. In fact, we'll even watch from their perspective so we can hear some of their charming little voice lines. Also quite like how they've got the little bird. Well, when I say a little, quite a large bird. And what are you? That's not a bird. It's someone from Neo Automata, I assume. Damn it! Juni mods with your... never mind. Anyway, ignoring that, we're just going to carry on like nothing was seen on that side there. We've got some, we've got some Space Marines coming out, and we've massively thrown off things. That's not more anime, is it? No, that's just a texture. Oh no, it's Number. Although that wasn't intentional. Oh god, this is a terrible start for a cast. But here we go. Tech Marines, they're building up stuff. And we do have the Raven Guard. Not going for their nearest dearest. They're going to go for the furthest and farthest first and foremost. As I imagine that these guys will probably be capping these bits and then going off and doing some harassment nonsense. They are able to get some Hellfire Heavy Bolters once that Tier 2 and the Arsenal comes out as well. So potential for seeing them being used quite a lot in Tier 2. Unlike a lot of other scouts you see or capping units in other factions, quite often there'll be no... once Tier 2 happens, they kind of fall off by the wayside. But I imagine Primaris Scouts probably have their uses. Do quite on the models here if they'll, how would one say, shovel faces? Shovel? The things that you put on top of, or in front of trucks when it snows a lot. That thing, plows, that's what they're called. Mr. Plowman from The Simpsons. I know that reference. Anyway, this Tech Marine Artificer, not nearly as substantial as the Tech Marines of the Imperial Fist will get chased away, but on this side we're all seeing some Siege Marines going toe-to-toe with the Primaris Scouts, but they're just going to ignore them completely and run down on the southern side to see what they can rustle up, maybe even get a couple of decaps here and there. But yeah, I think these Tech Marines are going to be beating these guys back relatively easily. There's some shenanigans over on this side as a Brother Captain with his jump pack nonsense comes out. Yeah, not only is it infiltration that the Raven Guard benefit from, it's also plenty of maneuverability as well. These guys will be chased away. Scouts, yeah, they're going to completely ignore what's going on down on this side as Tech Marines build up more of their economy. And no major conflicts at the moment, just a bit of posturing here and there. So probably the first major engagement going on as Brother Captain spots an opening. Siege Marines remarkably resilient in a ranged engagement, but in melee combat not nearly as combat efficient as they would like to think. One dude being brought down. Look at the speed on this boy. I mean, attack animation still too slow to be able to hit someone running away, but that's okay. The Primaris Scouts will deal with him. Definitely attempting to build something up as well. The Brother Captain will just try and take him out in ranged. He's going to probably kill him before he's... Will he be able to kill him? A race against time. How's the... Oh. Be camera. How are you doing? Yeah, you're not going to survive, are you? Not fast enough. Running away with shield. Not ideal. Oh no, he does finish just in the nick of time. But probably will not survive the maneuverability of the Brother Captain. Down over yonder, the Assault Marines continue to assault the other Marines. The second squad of Space Marines for the Raven Guard will come out. Once they're out, the Assault Marines on their own won't be able to do all that much. And actually, to be fair, the regular Space Marines aren't that far behind. I mean, yeah, say, Assault Marines do double the damage if the unit count is to be believed, but do have a substantial amount of health. We are seeing the listing burst being upgraded as well. These guys run around here. They should be alright. There we go. Second squad of Space Marines on the go. These guys should, in theory, be running back quick as you like. Down over here, Brother Captain still not yet killing this Tech Marine. Donkersly good are these Marines, all things considered. Scouts is capturing the critical locations on either side, actually, so good map presence and control from Yao here. And there we go, the upgrade to listing post as well. So these guys, they've well overstayed their welcome here, but they're going to continue. They'll auto-reinforce themselves. Current economy has been 86 and 15 compared to 92 and 10. So they're doing all right. Economic-wise, but actually, did they have the economy? Yeah, they've got a slight blue money upgrade or boost, and the detriment of a slight green money detriment. If that doesn't make any sense, I'm too tired to remember what I'm saying any given moment. Yeah, just look at them, they're just not dying. I was expecting something completely different here. No, they've got the shields, they've got the health and the wealth, and lots of firepower coming in now. These guys falling back to some supporting stuff. Also, the Tank Marine Artificers do a little bit of damage. Now around with bolters themselves, also got commander armor as well. And almost a full squad wipe on the Raven Guard there. Real 10 for the Bucks here. Did not expect that at all. You have the Raven Guard continuing to capture the critical locations across the map. But they are also being decapped as well. Oh no, have you? Ah, yeah, no, you're being captured by... Yes, okay. Fair enough. I'm confused then for a second. Submarine's now running away as the brother captain is keen to meet blade on blade. Now we're seeing any tier 2s at the moment. Not tier 2 yet, but we are. It's an armory going for some war gear target finders. So increased range damage, although I'm not sure. Oh, you've gone for... I've got the siege captain in there. Okay. Siege captain will do a fair bit of damage with his bolt pistol. Not sure how we'll square up against the Raven Guard captain there. More scouts, they're attempting their best to run as fast as they can. And what speed they get to run at. But the assault marines are hot on their tail. Just point blank refusing to die. Some would say too angry to die. And switching between targets as the scouts continue to attempt to capture the critical location. Listening post not been upgraded, so they will have to engage these guys in close combat. Just leave them, stop bullying them. Goodness sake, man. It's just oppressive. Here come the siege marines and the siege captain. And the scouts will be dying very quickly to that plasma gun. Cooked by that siege captain. A land storm speeder. Oh, right, okay, you've gone for tier 2. And yeah, the storm speeder should be able to take care of these guys. Able to outrange them, outmaneuver them. Are you the flying variant? I assume you're going to be the flying variant. Can't imagine anything else would be the wise thing to go for here. Flying one? No, you are not. You are just a hovering one. Okay, well, either way, still do a lot of damage. Morale being broken straight away on these guys. Does not mean that they do less damage though. Imperial Fist, when they lose morale, they become a lot slower. But then they do a fair bit more damage. Yeah, that combination of heavy bolter and a missile launcher in there as well. Doing the God Emperor's work as they are finally been brought down to one model potential. Squad wipe here for the Assault Marines. Also got the Stern Guard Veteran Squad as well. Quite decent ranged combatants. Heavy bolter turret being placed down by the Tech Marines. All of them working on top of it. It comes down very quickly. But the Land Storm Speeder should, in theory, be able to take these guys on. Lickety split. Yeah, these Stern Guard veterans all coming out with, I assume, are they sniper rifles? No, they are, what they're called Stalker Bolt guns. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what they are. They're quasi snipers, just with deadlier ammunition. These guys do damage against infantry and morale. These poor dudes being blasted around left, right, and centre by the Storm Speeders. And just a slight alteration to the unit composition, and the Imperial Fists are wetting themselves in the bed. But, you know, you can't number out just yet. We have seen him many a time on the channel and many a time in tournaments defy expectations when all hope was against him. He's a very skilled player. Some would say even the best player. I won't admit it though, because he's French, and I can't admit a Frenchman being better than me at anything. That is just the rules. But these poor Assault Marines, man. It's now their turn to be bullied, and quadruple Land Storm Speeders. Although, a lot of money in something so fragile. And if these guys, yeah, they've finished tier 2, they're going for their heavily armor fortification. Also, these Devastators going for multi-melters. Now, if they go for regular Space Marines, the regular Space Marines for Imperial Fists can temporarily swap out their bolter guns for missile launchers for about something like 15 seconds. So all the time they need to devastate a squadron of land speeders like these. But while they're knocking them out, they'll do the damage that they can. And the economy is now being 104 and 30 compared to 92 and 30. So slowly but surely, the Raven Guard are taking the economic advantage. We'll attempt to see if they can destroy the heavy armored force. No, good attempt. What are you firing at, man? Oh, it's like skipping stones here. Well, they've killed him. That's pretty good. They're also going to see if they can. Yeah, I would have probably liked to see this listing post probably go down swiftly and quickly. But now that the Razerback Mark 1 comes out, ideal against infantry, heavy infantry, and vehicles as well. Ignore the unit card. Got double plasma guns on there. But now we are seeing the Space Marines double. Oh, your frag missile launchers. Okay. Do you not have access to? No, you do not have access to any anti-vehicle stuff. Raven Guard Space Marines, but you do get access to an apothecary. That's very interesting. But then again, the Steinguard veterans, you do have access to things like las cannons and plasma cannons and all that stuff. We'll need a Raven loft there. That is the loft in which you keep your Ravens. Here comes the Razorback. Now able to just to maneuver around unchallenged. Yeah, quite surprised. I did not know that, but there we go. We'll learn something new every day. Watching the Raven Guard play is as much of a learning experience for you as it is for me. Like I said, it's the first time we've seen them. And although we have seen them in multiplayer games, it's hard to really gauge what a faction can do in a 2v2 or 3v3, or a 4v4 for that matter. Devastator's being absolutely knocked around. That's not what they were intending. Got their multi-melters out, but all the missiles have been thrown at them. They can't really stand on their own 2 feet. Also got a heavy bottle to it. In fact, going off for 2 around this critical location. Critical locations are important in Unification. They do indeed contribute towards your victory location, or critical location, countdown victory. You also unlock access to those powerful late game units. So definitely need to make sure that your opponents don't have easy access to them. Yeah, that was 2 rockets going to the flanks of that Razorback Mark 1, doing very little damage. Marine coming out. And yeah, just more Razorbacks. I think they've got a limit of 3, but I mean, if one of them has been able to hold off all of this stuff, then getting a couple, it's not a terrible idea. So the Raven Guard definitely have to press their advantage, well, their map control advantage, while they have the chance to take down as many listing posts as humanly possible. But what are we seeing? We are seeing a Damocles. Now, some factions for the Space Marines, their Damocles do slightly different things. Or am I getting my mods mixed up? Maybe. I know in Ultimate Apocalypse there's like a long-range scanner for them. Maybe. All the mods are collapsing into one. I do know that, for example, the regular vanilla Space Marines, the Damocles, brings down a big old boom, a big old orbital bombardment. I think the Imperial Fists, do you have access to a Damocles? I'm sure we'll see in the future. He is coming forward, and he's doing some damage. Well, not much damage to the listing post, but I'm sure everyone else will come over and do what they can. We are also seeing some shenanigans happening on this side of attempted decap on this location here. Oh no, you were a recap from the Devastators, from Mad Numbers. Alright, okay, fair enough. Also, Razorback Mark 1 able to ferry some troops around, so even though they can only fit 1 squad in their hull, it's still quite useful. Especially if you're just trying to rely on just 1 squad, basically. We managed to destroy this listing post, and now down to 74 blue money, which is not the kind of economy you want at this stage of the game. It's prison rations, basically. Damocles fencing, well, should I say, screening off the Razorbacks. He's got, oh dear. You do not want your Damocles on the front lines. Only 500 health are those tanks. They die very quickly. Now these guys can just kind of just sit around and just open fire. Unabashed, unabated. These guys do not have their heavier weapons, so the Raven Guard are going to struggle very much against the Razorbacks here. Well, the Devastators, they die pretty quickly. I've been an idea just to keep them inside the Razorback for now. I suppose absorbing some sort of damage. The Apothecary in their ranks for additional health regen as well. Over here, the Land Speeder Storm are using their maneuverability to jump over these walls to harass all sorts of shenanigans inside the base. Assault Marines coming back with a vengeance. If they could just run in and tie up these guys and leave the Razorbacks to do their shooting, that's a marvellous thing for them. We're seeing anything else? We're seeing a Storm Talent coming forth. Which, I mean, the aircraft, will they be alright against the Razorbacks? I don't know, but I suppose, just for maneuverability sake, there's not much defensive stuff going on here. Got a Dreadnought being dropped in, smack bang in the middle of Numbers' base, and it's just been left to his own devices. We'll probably want these Razorbacks to come back home, see if they can sort them out. Here comes a Storm Talent, and you are going to equip yourselves with some missile launchers. Fair enough, so you're going to be the anti-vehicle component. They can't survive many shots. But yeah, 2 volleys almost been killed. 3 volleys and you're dead from double Razorbacks. Not ideal. Everything comes in to repair. Just to make sure that that pressure is kept on. The Space Marines falling down. Morale being broken. Attempt to go for some more frag missile launches, but that's not the play to make, I don't think. I've got some cheeky prime. Oh, you're able to get missile launches. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, quite relevant in Tier 2 than are these Primaris Scouts. They're still very fragile, even if they are Primaris, they're still Scouts at the end of the day. Vanguard veterans now upgrade themselves to some las cannons. That will spell the doom for these Razorback Mark 1s if they're able to stay alive, but they've only got 2 more left in their ranks. The Dreadnought has been killed, question mark? The Dreadnought looks like it's been killed. Yeah, you came back home to deal the damage. Fair play, 1 Razorback goes down, and 1 lonely Staying Guard veteran is holding that line. It's doing is 1 las cannon doing a fair chunk of damage every shot. Not quite the same level of damage as the twin link las cannons, but we'll take it, baby, we'll take it. It seems that Yao is now transitioning away from those Storm Land Speeders into the Storm Talons. Yeah, he's going to constantly build those guys up. A Reclusiarch comes out. We'll have to see what he does. I assume you're a chaplain, question mark? Or a chaplain adjacent thing? Well, look at the tooltips. No stranger to tooltips at this point. Razorback goes boom. And another Razorback goes boom. Yeah, quite a big overextension there. Could have quite happily sat around here for defensive reasons. We have got we've got 1 Centurion over on this side rebuilding listing posts. Coming now back out a healthy 102 and 30 compared to 103 and 79, so very close blue wise, but the Raven Guard a bit lion's share of the green. Where are you, Reclusiarch? You have not been spawned yet, never mind me. Guys retreating away from all the Storm Talon nonsense, and look at how much damage those guys do. Sending in the Assault Marines. Where are you going? Going off on your own journey. Where you want to be. Also got the Assault Centurions able to be deep stricken in as and when they require. Storm Talons though, very quickly been dispatched. Only 2 left, but 1 having to go back to base for repairs. It's such a close engagement. I mean, these unit compositions here are perfectly balanced, really. Anyone loses a major component of their composition, and that is basically the other person able to run roughshod over them for a little while. Got some orbital bombardment nonsense coming in. Not sure where you're coming from there. Is there a siege captain in here? I don't think so, but been brought in by someone. Is there Damocles on this side? No, I don't think there is. Oh, wait, someone comes in. Clusiak, what do you do? While we're here, let's just have a quick ganders, 'cause I'm fairly certain that you are a chaplain of some description. Yep, you are a chaplain. There we go. Pretty bog standard. Nice. I mean, I know stuff. I know the occasional thing about video games. There we go. Storm Talons still continuing their war waging. And actually, they're able to, seemingly like they were targeting 2 things at once. Here come the Deliverers. Infiltrate as well. That's going to be a huge nuisance. But they are now being spotted. And absolutely surrounded as well. Even their Terminator armor is going to struggle against all this incoming fire. Devastators with their multi-melters. And do you come out with no, you come out with just regular bolt guns. Some Devastator squads will come out, or Havoc squad, sorry, as well, will come out with just all heavy bolters. Some will not. There we go, the Assault Centurions. And the Assault Marines aren't exactly going to be having a very Merry Christmas walking into their fire. Boom, bang. Now, the Imperial Fist, they also have access to Assault Centurions as well. Wonder who has got the superior version. Veterans providing some supporting fire. And the Space Marines here with their... Now, this was different earlier on, wasn't it? The frag missiles were up here. And then the Apothecary was it? Maybe? Am I going mental? Possibly. Always a possibility. Yeah, the Imperial Fists attempting to lay siege, but the Raven Guard aren't... What's happening here really is that kind of like... Number is pushing in a little bit, just testing like the defences. As he pushes in and has a little looksy round, he either loses a couple of Razerbacks, maybe loses a couple of models, whereas the Raven Guard keep on massing in size really. So gradually over time, their fighting forces are getting a little bit more intimidating, and Number will have to kind of pull off on the assault for the moment and see if they can regain some numbers, if you pardon the pun there, going for tier 3. Or maybe that's his idea, try and keep them at bay while taking into tier 3, and then get something bigger and badder. Well, I don't know if this is the safe place to take into tier 3, but it's kind of forced in here really as the Terminators and stuff come out. And the Assault Centurions as well. They can't really stay in tier 2 for much longer. Otherwise it's going to be outdone in firepower. The Razerbacks are very strong in early tier 2 and tier 2.5. But waxing and waning in their usefulness at the moment. Assault Marines charging in, at least keeping these guys fresh and fancy on the back lines, but those Terminators, man, look at that firepower coming in. Come on, Assault Cannon. Oh, they can also get Can you all get like apothecaries in your squads? Is that your unique kind of vibe? I mean, a lot of the infantry can, so I suppose not only are the Raven Guard relatively mobile, relatively infiltration-based, well, we've not seen much infiltration play today. They've also got plenty of access to apothecaries. Like, I mean, also having the fact that they're able to just add them as a extra member of the squad rather than having to attach them as a character also means that... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Who are you? You wear the Reclusiarch, which you are now dead. Just sad time for you, so well done, Devastators. But yeah, being able to have them just as like an add-on to a squad does mean that you're able to attach a hero onto your doofer rather than having to attach the apothecary onto a regular squad and then that's it. So nice, okay, I like that. I really do like the subtle differences to the varying Chaos, Imperial Guard, Space Marine factions. Even if it's like, I don't know if there's like a lore reason for the apothecaries being a feature for the infantry squads of the Raven Guard. Even if it's not, it's just nice just to have just a little bit of difference. Just slight tweaks here and there just to keep things fresh in the factions, if you know what I mean. But yeah, this is quite an impressive force on the right hand side. We've got double Razerbacks. Who's coming up down here? I assume it's some Centurions. Imagine all the ranged variants. You are indeed.
The architect orders me.
So firepower akimbo. Let's see if that helps them any what. Centurion on Centurion action. You outrange them. The Centurions have got remarkable amounts of health and armour. Also reinforcing themselves. Oh no, you are reinforcing yourselves. You are not. But you are doing a single one. Again, if that makes any sense, my brain is fried. Get to my age, boys and girls. So Centurions, they're bashing things in the face. The Stormhawk Interceptor. A little bit more damage by the looks of things. Able to get a Las Talon. I assume there's more damage against vehicles. Well, that Tech Marine just doing the Omnissiah's work, keeping that Razerback alive for as long as they can. Deep striking Dreadnought round the back lines, and my goodness, my gracious, Number putting in a really good effort all the way through that match, constantly trying to, like I said earlier on, poking and prodding and seeing where it can kind of get... Do you mind with all that machine gun fire? Have a look at stuff over here. But yeah, with all that poking and prodding, kind of, like I say, lost a lot of stuff in trying to hold these guys back. And being behind in that tech didn't do him any favours. Did try and tech up, but again as well, like if you find yourself behind in tech and it just costs a lot of money, doesn't it? So when you're spending that money on teching up, you don't have the money to reinforce your lost units there. And well, the Raven Guard were just able to slowly but surely over time mass their forces. And yeah, just look at... Oh, they've all got beaky helmets and stuff. Isn't that neat and stuff? And they've even got a dude with no helmet on. Oh my god, he looks like that dude from Toy Soldiers. Chip. Not Chip Skylark, the other dude. You know who I mean. You get the references. Anyway, so yeah, so cheers for watching, boys and girls, at home. And if you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 off gives you once a game a week. And there is also a Discord, where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. My name's been Mr. Landshark, pleasure's always never chalk, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace.